Food influencers are known for recommending good food. But have you ever seen a food influencer giving a 1-star review on a restaurant? Hence today, I've asked 3 food influencers for their 1-star review on a restaurant. But why, Kankan? Why do you want to eat bad food? Because I don't trust this food influencer, as all of this restaurant has at least a 3 star on Google review. Dare I say, this restaurant were viral, multiple outlet, or even fancy. That's where I come in. As today, we'll be trying out this restaurant to see who is more trustworthy, the food influencer or Google review. You know, they may give a 1-star review on the restaurant, but I'm gonna give a 5 out of 5 star. No drama, no matter what, with my honest opinion. Starting off the list with
Kunafa finger, really good or not?
Now, he told me to not show his face, but I'm still gonna do it for 0.5 seconds. Bam. Actually, he didn't technically give a 1-star for this. He only said it's sweet. It's so sweet, it reminds him of the day he met his first love. Nah, he didn't say any of that. I'm just putting word in his mouth. But one thing for sure, that's a 5-star review saying, I work in an Arabic restaurant in Singapore. I know what's a good kunafa. This is to be the best. I had the best nickel milkshake and cheese milk chocolate kunafa. This kunafa is to die for. And I believe the reason he thinks it's sweet is because he's not young anymore. So it's up to me, the young people, to give a 5-star review. This is my first time ever trying out an Arabic dessert. In front of the counter, you can see a lot of dessert looking delicious. Except this blue one. What the heck? Honestly, the moment I step into this restaurant, this place is filled with sweetness. You can smell the sweetness in the air. First off, we'll be having the pistachio ice cream. This is the only item on the menu that not Hungry Sam prefer. You get to choose one topping, and we are having the shop recommendation, the chocolate sauce. Boom! Wow! Damn, that's the smell of sweetness.
The chocolate on top is so sweet.
But luckily, I came prepared with pu'er tea to cleanse the sweetness in my mouth. To be fair, if just the ice cream alone,
I think the ice cream is good. It's not sweet, I would say.
but my sister said the sweetness of the chocolate sauce is just perfect. It deserves 1 star. Up next, we have the Snickers milkshake. Boom! I have no word for this. Just look at the smile on my face. So happy. The bigger the smile, the sweeter the drink. Just in time for a cup of pu'er tea. Yeah, this is definitely the best Snickers milkshake ever, because this is my once in a lifetime tasting this. You get the Snickers bits in it with the caramel and the chocolate sauce drizzling. I'm bombastic with sweetness. 1 star. But life is about balancing. So for every sip of the milkshake, I would take a sip of pu'er tea. Balance in all things. Whoa. Let me calm myself first with pu'er tea, because I glaze into heaven, the heaven glaze back. You can see the white, brown, black chocolate united together, conquering my life. Absolutely beauty. Crispy on the outside with the cheese pooling on the inside, together with the chocolate coating, which remind me to drink my pu'er tea. 1 bite of kunafa, 1 sip of pu'er tea. It's my first time ever eating a kunafa. Crispy on the outside, cheese on the inside, mix of sweetness and saltiness. I kinda like it, 1 star. But the chocolate sauce is too much for me. Yet my sister said the chocolate sauce is what make it nice. And finally, we have the triangle bavala, if I pronounce it correctly. Slowly but steadily, you start to witness the smell of sweetness. If there's a level for sweetness, this is not beginner friendly. Every single layer you see here is packed with sweetness, and the final layer at the bottom is loaded with sweetness. And let's not forget about the sweet pistachio sauce. With all this sweetness in my life, it makes my pu'er tea taste even better. 1 star. At the end, we didn't manage to finish the food. Nope, it's not because the food is too sweet,
Bungkus. Thank you.
but because the food we order here is perfectly for sharing with 10 people. I sincerely believe this single piece can share 5 people at minimum. If this is not money worth, what is? And that is the 5 out of 5 star, no drama, with the total price of 70 ringgit 60 cent. Personally, I'm not into sweet, so this is not my taste. But my sister said it's quite nice. So maybe my sister is the only young people here. Does that mean I'm old, like not hungry, Sam? When in doubt, drink poor tea. Because once the tea is finished, we are going to boom. Next on the list, we have daily coffee. This is 1-star review by someone that wanted to remain anonymous. You know, this restaurant has 19 outlets across Malaysia, but he specifically mentioned this outlet. It has a 3.5 star in Google review, with reviews saying great ambience, friendly staff, blah blah blah. Because what interesting is the 1-star review of this restaurant. It was bizarre. Let me summarize for you. I'm asking any recommendation. The guy replied, menus here. No people, many staff, order 2 drink, 20 minutes. Didn't get to try the food. We sat inside for 15 minutes with no service. We had to look for the menu ourselves. Cutlery and tissue are wrong. 4 packs order 2 nasi lemak and 1 big breakfast. Here's what she give: 3 forks, 1 spoon, 1 knife, and 2 tissue. Well, that's our objective today, is to test out each of these reviews. Upon entering the restaurant, the interior is quite nice. You can touch grass. Fake grass, of course. Then 2 minutes sitting down, the waiter gave me 3 menus. That's a star. The menu is fast. 1 for ramen, 1 for shaved ice dessert, and yet just this 3rd menu alone is still one of the biggest menu I ever seen in my life. Look at the sheer amount of option in the menu, ranging from coffee, fruit juice, tea. You got sandwich, salad, soup, western food, pasta, burger, pizza. It's still going. It still goes on. And for that, I'm giving you a 1 star on variation. Now, it's not easy to know what to order with a menu this big, so I asked the waiter for recommendation, just like the Google review.
Other upper recommendation? Lamb.
Ain't no way I'm ordering that. That's one of the most expensive item on the menu. But hey, he gave a recommendation. So we order 1 Belgium chocolate and 1 iced latte. Look at my sister professionally showcasing the drink. Please comment my sister is a food influencer. The drinks come in less than 5 minutes, so that's a star. I didn't have to wait for 20 minutes. Now, I'm not gonna say anything about this 18 ringgit Belgium chocolate drink. Feel me through my expression. For food, we order a ramen, because how often you can see a ramen in a cafe? It was at this moment I suffer from back from Japan syndrome. As you know, I've been eating quite a lot of this. Is the best ramen in Japan. Japanese food here just doesn't taste good anymore. The unfinished broth speak volume here. Hence, for the second meal, we order nasi lemak. You can't go wrong with this. And we got invaded by a fly. Starting off with the rice. This is nice. The rice is fragrant. Next, we'll be eating it with the sambar. Yup, you know what? All you need to know is that the rice is fragrant. And finally, for the chicken, yup, definitely the rice is fragrant. I'm giving a 1 star for the rice. We also ordered a cake. It's not bad. The only problem, we ordered this afterward, but it took them like 15 minutes to serve me, despite the cake is right there. And all the stuff is behind the counter. Overall, the food is okay. The customer service is okay. I got a fork and spoon for nasi lemak, a chopstick and soup spoon for my ramen. When I asked for extra bowl,
I have 1 more bowl. Okay, thank you.
they even give me a chopstick without me requesting. So everything is the right cutlery. That's a star. Yeah, at the end, that's the 5 out of 5 star, no drama. And the final price for this meal is 108 ringgit with 55 cents. I mean, everything here just okay. but the next restaurant is more fancy, so I dress up a bit. You know, let me show you. So how does it look? I'm sorry. Anxiety. And yeah, this is the restaurant we're gonna eat today, Jin Gastrobar. And according to the food influencer that too wanted to remain anonymous, let's call her Jay. And she says that, wow, the food is really bad. Like she double reeled me to reaffirm it is terrible. And here's some other 1-star review. Anyone seen any staff in the restaurant with a smile on their face? I doubt so. Place look nice and fancy from the outside, but the moment you have a seat, there were flies flying over the table. Walk in, staff at the front was playing with the hand food and just asked us to sit wherever we want. No courtesy, no greeting whatsoever. But Belinda Wong here with the 5-star review saying, I'm so glad I found this hidden gem. Food is super amazing. And yeah, let's walk in and test out each of these reviews. First question, would you consider this a hidden gem? Because it's located inside a cinema. Walking past this mini bar, then on the right across this art alley. Then you arrive to the restaurant. I don't see anyone playing handphone, but the other 1-star review does come true, as the waiter asked us to sit wherever we want. Personally, I have no problem with free sitting, but yeah, that's the 1-star review. And the moment I sit down, I see a fly flying over on the next table. 2 of the 1-star review just came true. On the bright side, can any pretty girl tell me, is this a good place for a date?
First experience, I would say that this place is chill, quiet.
Now, I can't get a date, so I bring my sister and my mom. My mom said the place is nice, that's a star. When I asked for recommendation, the waiter asked for my preference and describing the dish in great detail. I believe that's what you call courtesy, that's a star.
Now ordering everything Belinda Wong recommend, all her rating are like 8 to 10, and so let's hope it's good.
Starting off with the wow mushroom soup. I mean, do I have to say anything? Just look at it. That concentration with a whole lot of bits of mushroom in it. The soup is creamy, it's mushroomy, if that's the word. As a matter of fact, I'm chewing the soup. As for the bread, it was decent. It's toasted, you can taste the butter, the garlic in it. Now comes the nachos. In any other day with my money worth mentality, I would never order a nachos. In my mind, I believe they just open a bag of chips and pour some cheese and sauce to it. But this time, I put my trust on Belinda Wong.
Call me a peasant because this is my first time ever seeing a nachos on a hot sizzling pot. Then,
little did I know that underneath that cheese blanket is a huge chunk of meat. Mixing it together with the guacamole, this is perfect. Coming up next is the truffle carbonara pasta. Belinda Wong gives this a 10 out of 10. This is super good. I agree with you. This is delicious. 1 star. At last, we had the chicken schnitzel. This is way bigger portion than I expected. It has 3 chicken breasts, and underneath the chicken is a huge load of smashed potato. The smashed potato is dry, there's no sauce to it. And for the chicken, it's decent. The meat's not dry, it's crispy on the outside, I'm not complaining. At the same time, throughout my dining experience, I did secretly keep track of all the waiters' smile. The result, they didn't give a smile like this, but they did give a smile like this. I say that's a smile, 1 star. You know, coming into this restaurant, I was expecting bad food, according to Jay. For little context, Jay's experience in this restaurant was 2 years ago. Maybe things have changed in these 2 years. And when it comes to food, it's very perspective. Some people want delicious food, some people want a good experience. There's even people that just want expensive. As for me, all I ask for is money worth. And this is the only meal in this video that I say is money worth. If you're wondering where's the last star of this restaurant, it's from my sister because she's paying for today's meal. With a total price of 102 ringgit with 40 cents. Not every day you can see my sister pay, but today is the day. Because only one bank card can enjoy a 20% discount. And my sister is the only person that have it. A free meal from my sister? Say no more. 5 out of 5 star, no drama.